Clint Eastwood and Sandra Bullock are secretly saving lives, and what they're hiding could cost them everything. Before you scroll away, make sure to like, share, and subscribe because this story is about to reveal Hollywood's best-kept secret. Away from the flashing cameras and red carpet events, Clint and Sandra have been quietly working together on a hidden charity with one goal: rescuing children trapped in dangerous situations around the world. This isn't some flashy celebrity stunt. It's a high-stakes mission filled with risk, sacrifice, and heart-wrenching moments that few even know about. What started as a private conversation between two friends turned into a full-scale operation involving secret rescue teams, underground networks, and lives hanging in the balance. But just as their work was gaining momentum, a shocking leak threatened to blow the lid off everything, exposing not only their identities but also putting the children and entire mission in jeopardy. What would you do if your biggest secret was suddenly out in the open? And what happens when the people you trust turn out to be the biggest threat? The leak came from an unexpected place, someone within their own circle, jealous of the spotlight Clint and Sandra never sought. Overnight, tabloid headlines screamed accusations, twisting their secret charity into a scandal. Sponsors pulled out, and whispers of conspiracy spread like wildfire. But Clint and Sandra refused to stay silent. In a rare joint interview, Clint's voice was calm but fierce as he said, "We're not here for fame or fortune. We're here for those kids who have no voice." Meanwhile, Sandra revealed a hidden truth, that some of the children they rescued had connections to powerful people who wanted the charity shut down. The stakes were higher than anyone realized. As the media frenzy grew, Clint and Sandra's team doubled down, planning a risky rescue mission that could save dozens of children. Or end everything they'd fought for. The question hanging over them: who could they trust when enemies lurked everywhere? And the biggest shocker? The person leaking information might be closer to them than they ever imagined. What will Clint and Sandra do when betrayal cuts deepest? The tension inside Clint and Sandra's team reached a breaking point. Trust had become a rare commodity, and every step forward was shadowed by doubt. The leak had not only endangered the charity but also put the lives of the children they were trying to save at serious risk. Secret communications were hacked, safe houses compromised, and every plan seemed vulnerable. Clint, usually the embodiment of calm, showed cracks of frustration. Sandra, determined and sharp, took charge of tightening security and vetting every member of their team. But the most painful blow was realizing that the traitor was someone they both considered a close friend. A person who had walked with them through every mission and shared their deepest secrets. The tension inside Clint and Sandra's team reached a breaking point. Trust had become a rare commodity, and every step forward was shadowed by doubt. The leak had not only endangered the charity but also put the lives of the children they were trying to save at serious risk. Secret communications were hacked, safe houses compromised, and every plan seemed vulnerable. Clint, usually the embodiment of calm, showed cracks of frustration. Sandra, determined and sharp, took charge of tightening security and vetting every member of their team. But the most painful blow was realizing that the traitor was someone they both considered a close friend, a person who had walked with them through every mission and shared their deepest secrets. The betrayal wasn't just professional, it was personal. Despite this, Clint refused to let anger cloud their mission. "This is bigger than us," he said during a late-night strategy meeting, his voice low but steady. "We have to save those kids, no matter what." As they prepared for their most dangerous operation yet, a midnight rescue deep in a hostile region, the stakes couldn't have been higher. The media was watching, enemies were closing in, and every second counted. What would happen if this mission failed? Or worse, if the traitor sabotaged them again? The next chapter will reveal a twist so unexpected, it will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about loyalty and sacrifice. Are Clint and Sandra's secrets safe? Or is the entire operation doomed? The night of the rescue arrived with a heavy silence that swallowed every sound. Clint and Sandra led a small, highly trained team deep into the heart of danger, navigating narrow alleys and guarded checkpoints under the cover of darkness. Every step felt like walking on a knife's edge, the weight of countless lives hanging in the balance. Suddenly, just as they reached the safe house, alarms blared. Someone had betrayed their location. Chaos erupted as armed guards stormed the building. But Clint's quick thinking saved the day. With a calm voice over the comms, he directed the team through secret escape routes no one but he and Sandra knew. As they disappeared into the night, the children in their arms, a shocking truth emerged. The leak wasn't just a single person, it was a coordinated effort involving corrupt officials who wanted to crush the charity's influence for their own gain. Back at headquarters, Clint and Sandra stared at the evidence, realizing the battle had only just begun. The stakes were no longer just about rescue, they were about fighting a hidden war against a corrupt system. And the most heart-stopping moment? Sandra received a mysterious message: "You can't hide forever." What will happen when the fight moves from shadows into the light? Will Clint and Sandra's secret mission survive? In the aftermath of the failed raid, Clint and Sandra knew they had to act fast. The corruption they were up against ran deeper than they ever imagined. Entwined with powerful figures who controlled everything from behind closed doors. But instead of backing down, they launched a daring plan to expose the entire network to the world. Using secret recordings, leaked documents, and the voices of the children they saved, they prepared a public reveal that would shake the foundations of Hollywood and politics alike. The night before the big expose, Clint sat alone, reflecting on how far they had come, from quiet charity work to a full-blown war against corruption. Sandra joined him, her eyes steady but fierce, and said, "This is bigger than us now. We either change the world, or we lose everything." When the live broadcast went on air, millions watched as Clint and Sandra dropped bombshell after bombshell, naming names and showing proof that couldn't be ignored. The world was stunned, and the system trembled. But just when it seemed victory was near, an unexpected ally stepped forward, someone no one suspected, to help them finish the fight. What happens next is a story of redemption, courage, and the unstoppable power of truth. So tell me, if you had this chance to fight back, would you take it? Let me know in the comments below. Clint and Sandra's bold expose sent shockwaves across the globe. Powerful enemies tried to silence them, but the public support was overwhelming. Their secret charity gained more allies, resources, and hope than ever before. The children they saved became symbols of resilience, and the corrupt network began to crumble under relentless pressure. Clint and Sandra proved that even the biggest stars could choose courage over comfort, and that sometimes, the greatest missions are the ones nobody knows about. Their hidden charity wasn't just saving lives, it was changing the world forever. What will your story be when the spotlight turns on you? Clint Eastwood and Sandra Bullock's secret mission wasn't just about saving children, it was about fighting a corrupt system that thrives in darkness. Their courage, sacrifice, and relentless pursuit of truth turned whispers into a roar the world couldn't ignore. Though the road was filled with betrayal and danger, they proved that real heroes don't wear capes, they act when no one is watching. Their hidden charity will continue saving lives, inspiring millions to believe that even in the darkest times, hope can shine through. So, when your moment comes, will you stand up and fight, just like Clint and Sandra did?